Despite an average slow global economic growth in 2016, Kenya's economy registered an impressive 5.9% growth, way above many sub-Saharan countries that registered a mean of 1.5%, which is a three-decade low. The Kenya's growth was mainly driven by low fuel prices and the booming agriculture sector. However, the country's economic growth is projected to take a hit with a reduced growth of 5.5% this year, dragged by effects of drought after failed short rains last year.
Some of the reasons, for this markdown in Kenya's growth performance stem from, two important headwinds that Kenya is currently facing. One is the drought. Kenya is predominantly an agricultural economy with about 25% of its GDP coming from that sector, and even employment is much higher than the 25%. And historically, whenever Kenya has had a severe drought, we see that in terms of its GDP growth performance.
The increase in crude oil prices to the current $54 per barrel, up from $47 per barrel last year, coupled with a slowdown in private sector credit growth, will also hurt economic activity this year.
In oil prices from about $47 per barrel in 2016 to somewhere in the region of $54 per barrel. Now, Kenya is a net importer of oil, and so this, has implications for both prices of goods and consumer purchasing power.
The central bank is optimistic that the economy will remain resilient due to a strong private sector, highly diversified economy, and strong regional focus.
One commodity sort of economy like Nigeria or Angola or even South Africa, you think they are very much into primary metals and things like that. We are highly diversified.
Those in the housing and construction industry have been urged to embrace innovations to reduce the cost of housing, since Kenya currently has a mere 25,000 mortgage accounts due to high costs.
Why is owning a house out of reach to a large fraction of the population? Menas again showed us that number that only about 10.7% of urban households can afford the cheapest new house. That's interesting.
50,000 housing units are supplied annually against a demand of 244,000 units.